Audrey.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
Fantastic. So, how's the day so far, Audrey?
So far, so good. Just relaxing. I had no work today. I don't have work till tomorrow, so
It is awesome.
yeah.
Great. So, Audrey, did Oddities and Romance, your new album was out on 28th of April. So, would you like to tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this new album?
Yeah, sure. So we were in COVID. We had just written Transcendence, and we got an opportunity through our management company at the time to work with Justin Oftenkamp from Miss May I. So we wanted to write something more in his style because he is a founding father of metalcore. So we're like, oh, we're gonna write this heavy EP. And as we started going along, that just didn't work out. We wrote a bunch of different songs. So we were like, okay, we'll present these 5 songs to him and see what he thinks about it. And he
Mm.
was really jiving with it. And so I decided during the songwriting process that I kind of wanted to do, I've always done the personal thing, like what's going on around the world. So I figured this time around I would take inspiration from Volbeats and kind of do like story-based
Okay.
songs. So that's where like Black Widow, Death by the Sea, like about a female assassin, a siren, like Corpse Bride. I wanted to do a bunch of different stories, and then Postmortem obviously was the more sentimental one because that was about my personal life and my final goodbye to the world. But yeah, we just wanted to present it as like this big storybook. So as you're going through the chapters, you're just seeing all these characters and these different wacky stories.
Fantastic. And so, basically, this is a compilation of different stories rather than a single concept, I would say.
Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. And already talking about the album, 5 amazing songs, beautifully written, great musicianship, and amazing vocals from you, and totally a mind-blowing 5-track album. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for the musical awesomeness. And as a creator, how do you guys feel about the outcome of this album?
I think it's really well. I think it's really well received. It's really well produced. Um, Justin did an amazing job. His mixer and master did an amazing job. Alberto, it just all came together, and we're seeing that with the promotion. And Revenant is almost at 100K on YouTube, the video. So it's just really well received. We have like over 165,000 streams on Spotify. So this is definitely we definitely one-upped ourselves after our last album, Transcendence. So it's getting a really great response from the fans, and I am like so happy everybody's digging it.
Awesome. And last month you put up the video for Revenant, and a year back you put out the video for Black Widow. So would you like to talk a bit about both this video, about the making, and about these songs in particular?
Yeah, sure. So Black Widow is about a female assassin. She lures those creepy guys at the bar in, and the whole bar is out. She's got the bartender, the bodyguard, the mastermind. She gets them in, she takes care of them, saves everybody else the pain and trouble from these creeps. So when we went to do the video, we kind of wanted to keep this concept in mind, and we reached out to Dave from Livewire in Chicago, and we were like, hey man, we're thinking of like this like dirty bar. Your bar looks kind of weird and dirty. Can we use it? And he's like, yeah, sure. You come on in. We gave him a little bit of money. He said, pay for any alcohol you use. So we're like, okay, awesome. And then we got a friend from work that we used to know. We're like, hey, you're going to be the creep. And he's like, okay, fine. Yeah, whatever. I'll do that. And we just like made this like big, like encapsulating like web for this video concept. And I think it turned out really well. Everything was really well done. We've worked with Akash Hans from the beginning of Bullet to the Heart. So he's done every music video. So him and Draven do most of the storyboard writing, directing, making sure everything goes out on time. And then for Revenant, I definitely wrote that about a vampire. I at first originally wrote it about a vampire, like a woman who fell in love with a human man and sired him. But then last minute, my brother was the lead of the video. So I was like, ooh, that's not going to work anymore. That's really weird. So I was like, okay, she sires this vampire. He's part of this like bloodline, but he doesn't want to be a part of the bloodline. So he ends up just killing himself. And that we worked at Hell's Gate Haunted House in Lockport. So that was so much fun. Working alongside my own brother was fun. It was super cold. We were freezing. At one point, my brother was like, I'm gonna end up in heaven anyway. It's so cold. I'm gonna drop dead. So it was cold, but we powered through it. We got it. We did do another video at that haunted house, but we are waiting to release that. So there will be another video coming soon. But yeah, once again, Akash did that. Akash and Draven storyboarded it, got everything together, and it just every time goes off without a hitch.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And did you guys do something special on 28th April on the day of the release?
So we did something on the day we released Revenant on the day of the release. That was the special thing. But the week before, we actually did a VIP acoustic show where the people that were a part of the videos or who wanted to be a part of the upcoming release could come, have food, have a drink, get a CD, get our new coffee, and watch us perform the whole EP acoustically. And we sold it out. It was at a little coffee shop, Rose 808 in Rolling Meadows, and people turned up. We sold it out. It was fantastic. We had so much help. So many people bought merch. It was such a humble experience to see how many people truly cared about the project and really wanted to be a part of it. And it was a lot of work, but it was so much fun. It was such a good payoff, and it got us a little bit of money to push us forward because we're going on tour soon. So that's really going to help us on the road.
Awesome. And any big plans in terms of touring this year?
So we will be starting our tour season off on July 9th with Gemini Syndrome at Top Fuel. We will then be joining them again on July 11th at the Hobart Art Theater. And then we have to rush out to South Carolina because we're starting our tour with Texas Hippie Coalition. We will be going with them until July 23rd. We're going to come back, take a little break, and then we're going out with Yngwie Malmsteen and Glenn Hughes at the end of August to early September. So we are super excited. And that should be the rest of the plans for the year. And then we'll probably drop that last video this year too.
Fantastic. And how do you feel to be playing along with Yngwie?
I think I've heard nothing but like he's a legend, he's great. So I'm super excited to play with him. We're super excited to play with THC. We just played with them on July 8th. They are rowdy and just our type of people. So we are like super excited to get out on the road.
Awesome, awesome. And any plans to take the band to the other side of the world?
We would love to. We are working on that. I know Driv and I already have our passports, so we are trying to get the other two to get their passports because I would love to tour Europe, anywhere overseas. I just want to get a chance. Canada. We want to expand our outreach, so we're trying to get there. We're still a little tiny in the world of the music industry, but I think the more we tour and the more we release and do, someone's going to notice us, and hopefully we can get out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And how has this journey been for you so far?
It has been a roller coaster. It has been ups and downs and this way and that way and up, and it's been crazy, but I would not trade this life for the world. I love this life. I love being able to experience it with my best friends, with my husband, and just the people we meet along the way. It's mind blowing because, like I said, they support us so much. And some of these people become our family members. And like, I know Draven always says, you're born with the family you have, but you get to choose what family you want to have. And we've definitely chosen a lot of our fan members to be like our family members. So it's been a roller coaster, but it has been absolutely fantastic.
Amazing, amazing. And any highlight moments that you want to share with me today?
I guess a highlight moment, I always go back to this one. It was right before the pandemic, February of 2019. We headlined Chicago House of Blues. We sold 400 tickets, and it was just to get on stage and the curtains to open and everybody just scream at you because they just want to see you was just absolutely amazing. House of Blues Chicago was a bucket list item that we played many times, but headlining it was awesome. We're now going to play House of Blues New Orleans and House of Blues Texas. So that's definitely a dream, is to play all the House of Blues around America. So that is definitely like a standout moment in my mind where I was like, wow, this is this is worth it. Being in this band is absolutely worth it.
Amazing. And what would be the big dream?
To be a household name. I want when you turn on the radio, like when you hear Disturbed or Linkin Park or AC/DC, Ozzy Osbourne, I want people to go, that's Bullet to the Heart, and I want to be a legend. I want everybody to know who we are, what we stand for, and that nobody is alone. You are a part of our family, no matter what.
Beautiful. And I know you plan to release a new video, but apart from that, any plans to come up with more new music by end of this year?
We are trying to work on that. We have to close ourselves in a dark room and write, but there is talks among us about making possibly, and you'll be the first to hear here, a trauma EP. So we want to do the trauma responses. So that is currently what we are working on.
And Audrey, finally, any message that you have for the fans around the world?
You are not alone. If you ever feel you are alone, reach out to us, reach out to our Bloodline. We can help you through it. We can give you the resources, the tools. We want you to be here, even if you don't feel like you want to be here. I guarantee you, one of these 4 members or somebody in our Bloodline wants you to be here. We will tell you, we will walk you through it. And follow your dreams, follow your passions, because you never know who's watching. You never know what opportunity you're going to get. So be yourself, do what you do, and I guarantee you'll be successful in life.
And Audrey, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to have you on this interview. And thank you so much for putting up an amazing album this year. And thanks for all the musical awesomeness that you guys have been giving us over the years. I wish you all the best and hope to see you guys on the road real soon.
Thank you so much.
You have a good day. Take care of yourself.
You too.